This show is called Versus. Something versus something else. One week might be Miracle Whip versus mayonnaise, or Green Lantern versus Green Day, or analog versus digital.
This show is trick versus treat.
What?
We have two teams representing each side of the verses. On the trick side, we have Matthew, Alex, and Steve.
Yeah. On the trick team, we have Lauren, Laura, and Taylor.
Each team will compete through 6 rounds with original theatrical material written specifically for their side of the verses.
This is not a debate. These original pieces are presented and performed on stage for your interpretation. This is called CGI. Dude, man, jet skiing? That was awesome. I don't think I've ever had a better time, man.
That's nothing.
No. Did you see that sea of dolphins? It was fucking majestic.
Dude, wait, jet skiing last week? Jet skiing this week. Last week we did the indoor skydiving, and next week we're gonna go scuba diving? Dude, you're spoiling us, man.
I'm really not, guys. It's nothing.
No. It's like we won the friend lottery.
The what?
The friend lottery? The lottery of friendships. Just turns out that Matt, awesome, moderately good looking, totally rich, loves to spoil his friends.
Oh, right, yeah. The friend
Lottery, friend lottery, friend lottery, friend lottery,
Guys,
friend
it's
lottery.
nothing. Honestly, it's nothing, guys.
Okay, well, we didn't want to feel like a couple of lousy Lucy's.
Yeah, so we pooled our money together, and we got you a weekend spa, just for you. Buddy.
Jeez, guys. I can't accept that, guys. Come on.
Shut
It's
the
nothing.
fuck up!
It's nothing.
Matt.
It's nothing! Don't you understand? Everything is nothing!
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
I don't know how to tell you guys this, so I guess I'll just come right out and say it. I've been tricking you for the last year of our friendship.
Tricking us how, man?
I'm afraid I'm not actually an eccentric millionaire who likes to spoil his friends. The truth is, I've just learned to master the art of CGI technology. CGI technology is computer graphics
No,
imaging.
we know what CGI technology is, dude. I mean, but come on, this is real. The jet skiing today? And look, this is my beer, man. This is the beer you gave me. You poured me this beer.
It's a real fucking beer, bro.
It's a real beer, dude.
It's not, dude. Just look closer.
What the fuck?
What happened?
No.
Told you it's literally nothing. What the
Okay, so wait. So what about this mansion? We're definitely in a mansion in Malibu. There are like titty girls outside. It's great. This is real.
Look, I'm afraid we're really just in my mother's basement in Des Plaines, Illinois.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Just look closer.
Jesus. Wait! What the fuck happened, man?
My name tag.
Shit.
What? Okay, now screw this. Screw you and your fucking wizardry. Just screw your racket. Come on, Steve, we're leaving.
I'm getting out of here,
I'm
man.
afraid you can't do that, Alex.
Why not? You can't CGI my free will, motherfucker. What? No, I can't do that thing.
I'm afraid Steve isn't who you think he is.
What? Steve? No, he was my best friend. You can't do this. You're a monster.
Am I?
Yeah.
Have you ever asked yourself, how far would you go to fit in? To have a friend? Would you completely fabricate a world made entirely of CGI technology? Would you do that, and would you dance on the razor blade thin line of insanity and suckle at the teats of God, only to find out that the nectar is as cold and hollow as it is here on Earth? No! I'm not a monster. I'm a man. I'm just a man who needed a friend, who needed somebody. Or am I?
What do you mean? Why'd you say that cryptically? Matt? Matt, jacket isn't stupid. I'm sorry I said that. And hello? Hello? Thank you very much.
Okay. This piece is called Craving. So people don't like it when you tell them that you don't have a sweet tooth. You sound pretentious. You sound like you think you're better than other people. You sound like you've evolved past the point of needing to consume large amounts of sugar and you can move on to better things with your life, like reading very large books and attending yoga classes. I have a salt tooth. I think it sounds worse than a sweet tooth. It sounds like a sweet tooth will rot your teeth, but it'll do it like really nicely. You know, you won't know it until it's too late, but up until that point, everything will be fun. A salt tooth sounds to me like the name of a pirate ship. Like it'll rot your teeth fast and corrosively, and you'll know it's happening, but there won't be anything you can do about it because you're out at sea and there's no land in sight. But really, it just means that I consume large amounts of salt. I'll take pretzels over cake any day. I decline things like Starburst and gummy worms and M&Ms unless they have peanuts in them. I really don't understand the cupcake phase, and I only rarely have a donut for breakfast. But I will eat an entire bag of chips by myself. Sometimes I consume so much salt that the insides of my lips are raw and my tongue feels like a piece of beef jerky. You can die from consuming pretty much anything if you consume too much of it. There was this woman, she consumed too much water. She was in this competition for tickets for like a radio show, and she drank the most amount of water in a small amount of time, and she won, and she basically drowned. Yeah. So anything can kill you. I wanted to find something out on the internet about like why some people have a sweet tooth and why some people don't. I wanted to find out something super scientific and objective. But when I looked for it, instead, all I could find were articles about why you can't stick to your diet. And most of them were just telling you that it was because it's not your fault, you might just be like deathly ill. So no big deal. But I thought that was the point of calling it a sweet tooth, you know? Like it's not your fault, it's your tooth's fault. I like that idea. I like the idea that your tooth is the weak point, that it gives in every time, that your Achilles heel is in the back of your mouth. Slippery. No? That's okay. I'll eat it. Thank you very much.
Hey, I'm Taylor, by the way. This is a piece that I proposed for the show that didn't quite make the cut, but I felt so strongly about it that I wanted to read it to you guys anyways. So this will be me reading the script. It's called Treat Others the Way You Wanted to Be Treated by Taylor Dorsey, which is me. TD, which is me, walks out onto the street with the microphone. We can see him through the window. So you guys will be able to see me through this window here, holding a microphone outside. TD says to a stranger walking down the street, "Hello, I was told to treat others the way I wanted to be treated. So, would you like a blowjob?" TD reacts to the stranger's reaction. TD may have to run away from an angry homophobic man. He may have to laugh it off. He may have to blow a stranger on the street. Could have been her. Thank you very much.
This is called the oldest trick in the world. So, the oldest trick in the world, it's literally the oldest trick in the world, the magician trick, is the cups and balls. You probably have seen these before, right? There's 3 balls and 3 cups, and the magician does the thing where it's like, look, and then it's not there, it's like, oh, where did it go, kind of thing. I'm not a magician, so I'm not going to pretend that I can do this because my magician skills are very lacking. But because of that, I love history, and when I was doing research, I found out that the cups and balls literally is the oldest trick in the world. So I thought, with the help of my lovely assistant Matthew, we would explore the history of this famous trick and its importance to the world of magic. Matthew? Now, the cups and balls, it seems to be that was first described in 60 AD, but some scholars believe it was earlier because they found illustrations on the walls of Egyptian pyramids. But they later realized that this actually wasn't an illustration of the cups and balls, it's actually a potter or a bread maker. Who knew? Now, oh, sorry, let's skip ahead, sorry. In Egypt, India, Turkey, ancient Rome, the cups and balls have played a role throughout various societies throughout history. The Romans called it acetabuli et calculi, and there's actually a famous oil painting of a magician or a conjurer performing the cups and balls while I have this, oh, look, I have this little pointer. See him doing the cups and balls? And he has a Confederate picking pockets. See how that is? See how that works? Yeah? So it's been around forever. Houdini thought that you could only be considered a good magician, a fantastic magician, if you could master the cups and balls. Because of the close-up magic involved, a magician needs all the skills of a magician in order to perform the cups and balls as a master. Penn and Teller do a really fun routine where they perform the cups and balls, but they use clear cups. So he lets the audience in on the trick, like how to perform the cups and balls. And if you watch them do it, it's actually amazing because they really perform the cups and balls. It's an art form. They really do get into it, and you can actually see how they do the pockets and all that stuff. It's really pretty cool. Now, I was going to dazzle you with the performance of the cups and balls. But like I said, my magician skills are very lacking, so I didn't want to embarrass myself. So I decided to go in a different direction, and this is what I came up with, basically. I came up with this cheap trick, which is just a cup. See, it's just a cheap trick. But this, my attempt at a cheap trick, should not take away from the history of the cups and balls and its importance to not only magic, but to the history of human existence.
Cool.
Yeah.
I do feel like we should kind of go on with a bang, you know?
Like end it with like a big
Real punch, you know? Punch to the balls.
Go for it. Thank you very much.
Hey, it's time for anything.
It is.
Oh, snap. You guys didn't shoot the camera, did it?
Where's the salty cake? We should have given you guys a salty cake. The salty cake!
Bam, high fives! High fives!